Hello to all my people, and if you're watching live, checking us out on YouTube, or listening on your favorite podcast provider, you are most definitely my people. Welcome to another episode of Botch Bots and Cheer Shots. I am your host, a chef by trade and a mark by choice. I am the Will Gray, and joining me tonight, we have a panel of guests. First and foremost, coming back tonight, his return since the history of the Impact World title episode. It's our boy Alex. Alex, how are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having me, Will.
I'm glad you're back. Also joining us tonight is one of the marks with might. He is the host of the Get Yo podcast. It's our boy Jess. Daddy Jess, how are you, sir?
Thank you for having me. And what it do, baby?
What it do? I'm excited to talk about some Cena. See what's going on. There's an extra square tonight. We made some adjustments. We're here, live TV. What's up, Mateo? Good to see you, Poppy.
Yo, Matt.
Also, rounding out the four squares in the center of your screen is my co-host for Botch Bots and Chair Shots and Nerdy News. He's the co-host of the Wolfpack podcast and Boyfriend Time. It's everybody's favorite Ginger Ninja Jaxpo. Jax, how are you?
Fucking cold.
Dude, it's freezing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that.
Has a lot of dicks. You're right, Shadow.
I think it was about 8 degrees here yesterday.
Oh, you can keep that. Like I'm in
Yeah.
Florida and it's like in the 40s.
Oh,
That
yeah.
sounds
Yeah.
warm.
We're up in New York on the side of Lake Ontario. So
You have fun with all that, buddy. I pray for you.
please.
It was single digits in Nashville the last few nights. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, you feel me then.
Oh, yeah. I just came to tell you you're all beautiful. Thank you, Shadow. It's 10 degrees in Philly. What's up, Philly Psycho? It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. First time chatter. There it is. But perched upon her iron throne in the boss bitch's corner, she's the Hobbit of my Beyonce, the Bonnie of my Clyde. She's the brains behind Rivet City Radio. It's the boss bitch, Al. Al, how are you?
That is a that's a question.
Yeah, it's been a week.
It's been a week, mostly the last couple of days. So we're just gonna
Good. Just leave it at that.
yeah.
Just leave it at that. That's always a good thing. Well, not necessarily, but you know what I
It's
mean.
not. It's not.
It's not a good thing, but I have to be positive and keep rolling. Ladies and gentlemen and lady, I start every episode the same way every time, no matter what. What has you pissed off for greatness in the world of pro wrestling? What has you the most worked up, good, bad, or indifferent? I will call names, so somebody has to go. It's up to you guys. Who wants to go first? What has you the most worked up in professional wrestling this week?
Oh, I got one real good.
Yeah?
Me personally, debut of Nick Nemeth at TNA Hard to Kill. I've been a huge Nick Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler fan, one of my all-time favorites. It's also no secret to you, Will, that I am a huge TNA mark. We're not going to count the Impact Wrestling times because there was some good times in there, but it was overall a mess. But I've been a TNA kid since I started watching professional wrestling again almost 20 years ago. So TNA, going back to TNA and actually living up to the hype of one of their biggest signees, they said in years. It's nice to see a professional wrestling company live up to a special announcement, if you catch my drift.
Oh, yeah. No, I 100% agree. TNA's hitting on all cylinders. Watching Thursday night, having a chance to check out the first show under the new brand, post Hard to Kill, was so much fun. Everything they're doing, I agree. That is the perfect example of being worked up for the best possible reasons in pro wrestling.
It's wild to me that there is a company that people are talking about more right now than WWE heading into WrestleMania season.
Yeah. The Nemeth video clips on YouTube and stuff, you're talking hundreds of thousands of views in 24, 48 hours, including some that beat out The Rock and CM Punk's highlights. It's crazy.
His debut hit over 1 million views on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm a TNA guy too, and it's been awesome early on. Even getting Decay back made me mark out. Having Decay win those titles surprised the shit out of me over Killer Kelly and Masha. I wasn't sure if that was going to be the move going into Hard to Kill, and they did such a a nice controlled factory reset, changing all those titles, but the tag belts in the X division. Like it was real seamless. None of it made you scratch your head or ask why it happened. It all made sense, which is hard to do, man. Real
Yeah,
hard.
I loved that the newer titles are almost a combination of the older TNA titles and what some of the better looking titles looked like during the Impact Wrestling run too. It wasn't we're just going to forget this ever happened and we're going to go back to square one. They encapsulated their history while also going back in time as well.
Agreed. Bo, Jess, Al, your turn.
I'm still thinking, to be honest.
It's been a quiet week.
I'll go. Mine's not like really wrestling related, but just in general. Don't make empty promises to people.
Oh no.
Yeah. And don't fuck people over. That's my advice for everyone is don't be a fucking dick. Like if you don't want it done to you, don't do it to others.
Don't put Tony Khan on blast like that. I'm sorry. That one was left wide open.
No, fair. It worked.
Jess?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
okay. So I wasn't sure
Either
if
one of
Allison was done.
No,
No, that sucks. Whoever did that to you, Allison. Sending
We'll
big
touch
hu-
base after the show and get you guys in the loop.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a week.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Pissed off for greatness. I can't say I'm pissed off too much about anything, but I think just in general, I think just the hype of like the state of what wrestling is right now. Like there's a lot of companies and promotions that are doing really positive things in the culture of wrestling. You know, New Japan, TNA, WWE. If you want to throw an AEW in there, yeah, I guess, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they did hit, you know, since we were talking about numbers a couple minutes ago, I mean, they did do numbers with Samoa Joe and Hook, but that's the only positive thing I'll say about that though. But in terms of like the whole compass of like what wrestling is supposed to be as an entertainment form, sports, like it's every promotion is hitting on all cylinders, and I can't really think of a time when it was like that, other than like maybe the territory days. But as content creators, I mean, it's just good because like there's a lot of good things happening, you know, in every promotion. So that's cool for me. I can't say I'm pissed off for greatness, but I'm glad it's a greatness situation.
Gives us
That's
all a
good,
lot to
yeah.
do.
Right.
There's
right.
plenty to talk about, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not a dull moment right now.
No, not at
No,
all.
no, there isn't.
I
Oh,
mean,
that wraps us to you.
yeah, that does round us to me. And I guess mine is I'm really not pissed off with anything. I really didn't see anything that pissed me off. Really didn't see anything that made me like want to run to the newspapers about this week. Also, it's kind of like just like a level week of wrestling to me.
Yeah.
But I mean, just sit back and enjoy the. I mean, I guess I am kind of pissed off because everyone's wondering where Okada's going to go. Just sit back and be surprised when he walks out the apron. Don't stop ruining us as fans. And not every fan does it. Some fans do, some fans don't. Stop ruining the product for yourself and then getting pissed off that you ruined it for yourself. Like, I don't, like, I was never one of those people on Christmas that shook up my Christmas gifts to try to figure out what I had.
Right. You're literally wondering why the product is so predictable, but half of the time these same people that are complaining about it are the ones that are putting spoilers out on the internet.
Yeah, it's just
Facts. Yes.
like sit back and enjoy it. If he walks out on AEW, be happy he's on your TV in America for a while.
Right.
If
Right.
he walks out on WWE, be happy he's on W. I mean, just be happy for the wrestlers in general. If you like, I don't care where Okada goes. He's an amazing wrestler. He's one of the best to step between the ropes. And he's got to show a lot of his skills. And I'll give Tony Khan his flowers on this. He's got to show a lot more being in America with the partnership of AEW and his working relationship with TNA. So just be happy for the man that he's venturing away from New Japan for once in his career.
Facts.
Yeah, and that's the
Agreed.
one thing I love about what WWE does these days too is generally when it's a star that's made a bigger name in another company, unlike some other places, they're very good at keeping it to the nose and keeping it hush hush until quite literally the moment they walk out. Look at the CM Punk return at Survivor Series, for example. They had every single one of us convinced that he wasn't coming back, even if we had thought he was at first.
Right.
And they even did the signature Triple H show the copyright in the corner, and then they still got us. So if Okada's coming to WWE, you're not going to know until it happens.
Right.
And if he does show up, I want him to show up the first thing. Don't wait till the end of the show. Change it up. Let him show up at the beginning of a show.
Oh, I want him to win the Rumble.
That'd be pretty badass.
Yeah.
AG says 2. He says, first, we have real general managers back on Raw and SmackDown. That's a great reason to be hyped. I'm excited for
Facts.
that.
True.
Second, it's Rumble week. So AJ's got 2 very good reasons to be hyped this week. Mine also 100% has nothing to do with wrestling. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is going to be random. The last few weeks, mine have gone off the hinges. Mine has to do with sriracha.
Oh, I love sriracha.
Okay. Hoi Fong, the company that makes the Rooster sriracha bottle with the green lid, all of that.
Yeah, I got one in my fridge.
Okay. You remember a few years ago when they went through that sriracha shortage and everybody was like, oh shit, like
Those were
places
dark
were
times.
selling out and stuff.
Yeah.
I found out what happened after that. Hoi Fong changed their distributors. Okay. They had been working with a private farm for their entire existence until the pandemic. And then they hung a farm out to dry with like 4,000 acres of Thai Red Hots. And then that did nothing for the family. Just was like, we're going to go to other purveyors for it. These other purveyors are what caused the shortage because they were cheaper peppers. They weren't up to quality. They weren't up to snuff. All of that was happening. And now it's like sriracha's not as good. There's still shortages because of the weather and stuff. So it's like, holy shit, guys. Like, get it under control. You're the best hot sauce on the planet.
Yeah.
So
That pisses me off. I might have to boycott them though.
Yeah. So what happened to the family farm, the family-owned farm that used to do it?
If you go to their website, and I apologize for not remembering the name of the farm right offhand. I want to say it was like River Grade Ranch or something like that. But if you look up the farm that was doing it, their peppers have now started, they're producing their own sriracha from their farm and bottling it and selling it out of their farm.
Good for them.
Nice. So they're still in business. They're still in business.
Looks like it might be Underwood Ranches.
Underwood Ranch. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, the bottle looks very similar too. Like the sriracha's spelled like in the same font, but they have like a dragon and a black cap. It looks just like the green bottle.
Thank you for the follow, Queen Courtney. What's up? Thank you for stopping by.
Queen
How are
Courtney.
you?
Shout out, Queen Courtney.
Yeah.
That reminds me of this is also off topic. So like everyone thinks that Oreos was the first one to have that cookie and cream combination. So there was actually another company that did the same thing. It's just that Oreo, the company, just copied them. Because the name of that company was not like didn't come off the tongue as well as Oreo did.
Right.
And so they took a little bit more risk with their like advertisement, and that's where Oreo is now. So like I forgot the name of it though. But
Since we're on the food subject, I had the opportunity to try that new ZOA energy drink that The Rock owns.
Yeah, how is that?
Yeah. Stick to wrestling there, buddy.
Oh, not good or too good.
No, dude, no. We had a guy at the ball field I work at. He's a distributor, so he brought 4 12-packs of these things of all the flavors. I was like, yeah, I'm a monster person, man.
Okay.
Don't mess with my monster.
Let's do a quick sweaty session. What are the names of the flavors, guys? Rock bottom?
No, it's like blueberry mountain and no, it's not. It's
The People's Berry.
People's berry.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
You know
I'm
what?
not telling you what to do in life, but don't drink. Don't
Yeah.
buy that shit.
You know what I actually really like is those newer, what is it, the Ghost energy drinks, because they work really well as like a regular energy drink, but they're not too much, and you can actually use it as like a pre-workout if you're going to the gym too. Those in the Celsiuses are pretty good too.
I'm from Tennessee. We just do meth.
We basically we do the same thing in Oswego, New York. Oswego is like the most southern county of New York, where we're a state that's surrounded by blue. There's this one little dot that's red right in the middle of the state. That's us.
Oh,
yeah,
fair.
Yeah, it's a great, wonderful time.
Meth is that is straight to the blood right there.
Yeah, that's a solid pre-workout.
Right,
That's
right. Get you instantly energy.
Don't have to wait for it to digest, go into the bloodstream.
Right.
Al,